Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to Terps Off. Today I'm going to do the review of the December 29th, I believe, NHL Games. We're going to start off with Arizona and Anaheim. So in the first period, Arizona opens up the scoring. It's Clayton Keller scoring from Nick Schmaltz and Alex Griffith on the power play at 7 minutes and 38 seconds. In the second period at 10:05, Lawson Krause scores from Matias Michelli. Third period, no scoring. Arizona takes it 2-0. Moving on to Philadelphia and Seattle. So I'm thankful to Seattle for this because they got a bit of revenge for the Canucks last night. First period at 16:21, connecting scores for the Flyers from Lawton and Sanheim shorthanded. Second period, no scoring. Third period, Vince Dunn scores for the Kraken from Bjorkstrand and Wenberg on the power play at 5:45. Then in overtime, Justin Schultz scores for the Kraken from Bjorkstrand and Gord at 2:35. Seattle takes that 1-2 in overtime. Colorado versus St. Louis. I'm wearing my Avs jersey here. First period, the Avs open up scoring. It's Ryan Johnson scoring from Duran and Manson at 15:11. Rob Thomas with that score unassisted short-handed at 16:31. Second period, no scoring. Third period, Devon Toews scores from Nichushkin and Johansson at 17:06. The Avs take that 1-2. So a lot of low-scoring games so far. This one wasn't. Chicago versus Dallas. The first period, Chicago opens up the scoring. It's Tyler Johnson scoring from Beauvillier, former Canuck, and Jason Dickinson, former Canuck, at 7:56. 10:56, Cole Gutman would score from Lucas Reichel and Connor Murphy to give the Blackhawks a 2-0 lead. At 11:49, Rupe Hintz would score from Pavelski and Ben on the power play to put them within one. Second period, they would tie it up. Pavelski scores at 9:03 from Lundqvist and Harley. Hintz would score a second of the game at 9:23, the second to put the Stars up by 1 from Jason Robertson. Third period, Jamie Benn would then score to give the Stars a 2-0 or 2-goal lead, whatever. At 2:10 from Wyatt Johnson and Evgeny Dodonov. Jason Dickinson, former Canuck, would score at 8:58 from Cole Gutman and Alex Vlasic. And then Tyler Johnson would score his second, I believe, at 17:24 from Kurashev and Korchinski on the power play to tie it up. And then in overtime, Rupe Hintz would complete the hat trick from Robertson and Heiskanen at 4:52. Dallas takes that one 5-4 in overtime. Close game, but you know, Stars come out on top. All right, Washington versus New York. The first period is the Islanders, by the way. First period, no scoring. Second period, Pajot scores from Romanov and Gauthier at 4:51 to put the Islanders on the board. At 6:01, Dobson would score from Barzal and Horvat, former Canuck, to put them up by 2. Third period, at 10:10, Gauthier scores from Pajot and Horvat, former Canuck, to put the Islanders up 3-0. Gauthier would then score from Pajot and Bolduc at 10:28. Had another one, and then Pajot would add his second of the game from Holmstrom at 14:26 to put them up 5-0. Obey Kubel would then score for the Capitals from Sandin and Jensen at 19:42, and that falls 4 goals short of a comeback. Islanders took that one 5-1. All right, Preds and Red Wings. The first period, Detroit scores. So still looking unassisted short-handed at 4:02. Forsberg then scored for the Preds at 10:43 from Nyquist. Jake Walman then scored for the Red Wings from Rasmussen and Fabry at 19:38. So it's 2-1 Detroit going into the second. 11:40, Gustav Nyquist to score unassisted short-handed to put the Predators even. Forsberg would give them the lead at 13:49 from Tommy Novak. Third period, DeBrincat ties it up again at 9:29 from Comfer and Kane. Wallen give the Red Wings the lead from DeBrincat and Kane at 11:13. And then Nyquist to tie it up at 12:24 from Forsberg and Shen, who's a former Canuck. And then overtime, at 2:13, Lucas Raymond scores from DeBrincat and Walman to give the Red Wings the 5-4 win. All right, Toronto and Columbus. This was another embarrassing one for Toronto. First period at 4:14, Marner scores from Morgan Riley. Sillinger would then score for the Blue Jackets from Jake Bean at 11:17. At 12:55, Matthews scores from Marner. If Matthews could stop scoring, that'd be great because I want Besser to win the Richard. Anyways, that's just me being petty. The second period at 1:35, Robertson scores from Liljegren and Domi. At 3:20, Brennan Gaunce, former Canuck, would score from Texier and Severson. Nylander would score at 9:42 from Matthews and Riley on the power play. Voronkov would then score from Goudreau and Provorov on the power play at 11:05. Kent Johnson would score from Benstrom at 12:43. And then at 19:05, Tavares would score from Nylander and Riley on the power play. Third period, Fantilli would tie it up at 13:46 from Johnny Gaudreau. And then in overtime at 2:56, Johnny Gaudreau would score from Severson and Danforth and give Columbus the 5-6 win. So, you know. My style to speak for that. Anyways, between New Jersey and Ottawa, the first period, 9:47, Batherson scores from Brady Tkachuk to give the Ottawa the lead. 13:10, Jack Hughes scores from Luke Hughes and Jesper Bratt on the power play to tie it up. Jesper Bratt would score one of his own at 19:52 from Luke and Jack Hughes on the power play as well to give them lead. Second period at 7:17, Dawson Mercer would score unassisted. 14:47, Toffoli would score from Brad and Jack Hughes. Third period, Brendan Smith would score from Heischer and Brad at 3:59. Bernard Docker would then score from Bransom and Cruikshank at 13:25. And then at 17:28, Luke Hughes from Alexander Holtz and Chris Tierney would cap off a 6-goal night for New Jersey. They take that 162. Alright, New York and Florida. I was rooting for Florida in this one. It didn't matter because of the result tonight. Anyways, first period at 11:45 or 18:45, excuse me. Evan Rodriguez scores for the Panthers from Barkov and Mikola. Second period is 7:12. Reinhardt would score from Barkov and Verhaeghe. Panarin would then score at 13:23 from Lafreniere and Lindgren. Will Cooley would tie it up from Kendra Miller at 14:36. And then Sam Reinhardt would score from Barkov and Matthew Tkachuk on the power play at 17:07. Third period is Benajad would tie it up again from Kreider shorthanded at 12:15. And then Verhaeghe would score the game winner at 13:37 from Forsling and Tkachuk. Florida takes that 143. That's it for the 29th. I'll bring you a review of tonight's games tomorrow. Hit like if you liked it, subscribe if you liked it, and I'll see you guys next time. Adios.